Welcome back to the game, everyone. This is Robert, continuing Star Trek Expeditions. Mr. Spock's turn is up. Turning over the next Stardate card. 4 actions for Mr. Spock, and 2 days pass, taking us 12, 13 to day 13. 4 actions for Mr. Spock. For his first action, I'm going to move him 1 space. For his second action, I'm going to recruit this scientist. I will collect this token. This will allow me to discard this at some point to get +3 on a science challenge. For my third action, Spock will beam back up to the Enterprise. For Spock's last action, this will take him to 0 actions left. I think from the bridge of the Enterprise, he's going to scan the planet's surface. I have 3 Captain's Log cards that are still unrevealed. Let's see, which token do I want? The Minister token will give us +2 to any challenge or die roll. That might be helpful. There's another dilithium sample and an artifact. We've already got an artifact up there with Captain Kirk that he can probably pick up. We haven't gotten any of these Minister tokens yet. Why don't we scan this area? So using Spock's special ability, we're going to scan this area. I'm going to turn over the card. Rebels. We have 1 final card for Rebels. Let's see what this mission is about. Klingon Advance Base. Intercepted Klingon communications uncovers the location of the Klingon base on Nibian. Great. We have to do this on or before day 18, and it is day 13 now. Make a preemptive strike on the Klingons. This is a combat mission. For all crew on the space, we're going to get an additional +2. So that means any crew members, like for example Mr. Spock has a crew member here, the planetary scientist. It doesn't matter what the scientist's skill is, just the fact that he's there with a phaser in his hand is going to help win this battle. This would be a good one for Captain Kirk to lead because it's a combat and command mission. And this looks like the final mission, so we want to try to score as well. We want to try to beat the 28 before day 18, so we've got a little bit of time to prepare for this. But it's good we found this location. So the Klingon base has been discovered. Once again, if you're playing in a multiplayer game, what you would do is you would scan this area, you would look at the card yourself, and you would just turn it over. Since this is a single player game, there's really no need for me to hide that from myself. I'm just going to simply leave it overturned. So that's just how I am playing it. It's slightly different from the rules in the rule book. In the rule book, I would just boop, boop, and that's it. That's going to end Spock's turn. Welcome back to the game. Robert, continuing Star Trek Expeditions. Lieutenant Uhura is up next. Turning over the next Stardate card. 3 actions for Lieutenant Uhura. 1 day passes. We go down to day 14. And we have some text there. It says, you and any other players in your location each lose 2 clicks. Having had little sleep, Uhura feels a wave of fatigue wash over her. She takes 1, 2 clicks of damage. 3 actions for Lieutenant Uhura. First one, she's going to beam back to the ship. For her second action, she's going to draw an energize card. We have a bridge officer. Another card that might be very good for Captain Kirk. Let's give this to Captain Kirk. For Lieutenant Uhura's next action, I'm going to do something I haven't done yet in the game. The Enterprise can attack the Klingon Battle Cruiser. And I think now that Uhura is back on the bridge and able to provide some support, Spock's now in command, we're going to have the Enterprise attack the Battle Cruiser. So we just reverse the process. Close range weapons for the Enterprise are currently at 7. The Battle Cruiser's defenses are still at 13, so this is a bit of a long shot. But Lieutenant Uhura has been lucky several times in the game. Let's see if her luck can continue. A 7 minus 1. That's perfect. The bad thing is that's going to weaken the Enterprise a little bit. 7 plus 7 is 14. That is enough to punch through the shields of the Klingon Battle Cruiser and do a point of damage. However, Lieutenant Uhura actually has an energized card called Leadership. And we're going to use that now to add 2 to this die roll. Now, you may be asking me, why would I do that? I'm trying to get a critical hit on the Klingon ship. If you can punch through their defenses at close range, it's called full power to the phasers. And there it is, full power to the phasers. And it says, if your attack total is at least 3 higher than the cruiser's shield value, then you move both the Enterprise and the Klingon Battle Cruiser 1 space to the right. And let's see, I thought it was going to do 2 damage, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it only moves them back 1 step. Let me double check that for sure. No, it's not going to do 2 clicks of damage. That's only the Klingon vessel. They get their critical hit there and do 2 clicks of damage. What happens here with full power to the phasers is it just simply pushes the Klingon cruiser back. So, with our roll now, 7 plus 7 is 14, plus the additional 2 is going to total 16. 16 is 3 higher than the battleship's, or the battle cruiser's 13. So they take their click of damage and dropped them a little bit. Just the shields, I guess. And we get to move them back and the Enterprise forward 1 step. So I really don't know if that was worth it. I've also got to give a click of damage to the Enterprise, which is bad. That's going to put us 5 clicks in. What did that reduce? That reduced our close range weapons a little bit. So there we are. We stressed the ship a bit. But there you have it. I'm so used to doing the Enterprise last. The Klingons get their counterattack. This could be bad news. So here they go. Well, rats. That is a repair symbol. So the Klingons just repaired that point of damage, which we just inflicted on them. So I don't know. That was rather a waste. Klingons ended up not taking any damage at all in the Enterprise. Did get to move a step forward, but still suffered a click of damage due to the strain. So, judge for yourselves. Was that a good move or not? We'll see. I still don't think that I'm through with Uhura. She's got this amulet of friendship. I may discard this and draw 4 Energizer cards. Let's see if we get anything useful out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pull back here so you could see them. We're out of actions. Discarding the token was a free action. We've got some help here. System bypass. We can't give these cards to other people. Lieutenant Uhura drew them and they are with her now. But we've got a repair card. I think we definitely want to use that now. That doesn't take an action to play. So we'll put this crew with Lieutenant Uhura and we'll play the repair card. And we'll bring the Enterprise back up 1 click. So a lot of back and forth there with the ships. That will finally end Uhura's turn.